What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with DJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're focusing on Vancouver Canucks prospect Nicklas Jensen, 29th overall pick in the draft this past year, 2011. Danish kid, not too many of those in the draft. Big kid, 6'3" and 185 pounds. Could afford to bulk up and to withstand the rigors of playing professional hockey on a night-in, night-out basis. Just turned 19 about a month ago, so we'll be back in juniors next year. I don't see him cracking Vancouver next year. They got too good of a team. For a 19-year-old kid that still has some filling out to do to be in the opening night roster. But I don't think he's that far away. I like his game. He plays the game. Plays the game hard. Could afford to become more consistent. That's what you're going to need in the NHL. You really can't. If you're inconsistent, you end up in a bottom six role, and that's one of those things that you don't use a first round pick for a guy that's going to be on the fourth line. It's not the best way to do it, and that only sets you back even further. But with his mixture of size and scoring ability, I think he could definitely fit with the Sedins long term. He's got a good shot, can set up, and he's got good on ice instincts, and the body is there. It's just a matter of filling out the frame a little bit. He's got to bulk up. He's got to add some toughness too. Like I said, to be able to skate with those guys on night in, night out basis. Neither one of them is exactly Sean Thornton or Cam Jansen in terms of toughness, which, they're great players, don't get me wrong. There's got to be someone out there that can kind of open up time and space for them. That's why he's got to step up the physicality of his game. But, I think that'll come in due time. I think, like I said, needs another year in juniors. I think long term he could be a 60-point-a-year guy that rides shotgun. It creates time and space for his line mates, being the two Sedins. Pretty good numbers with Oshawa. 58 points, 57 games this year. So far with the Chicago Wolves, played 6 games in the AHL. They brought him up at the end of his junior season. Has 4 goals. So using his his professional frame to get to the front of the net, score goals on a consistent basis. He was Rookie of the Year in the Danish League, where he had 26 points in 34 games at age 16 in 2009-2010 for the Herning Blue Fox. Must have been quite a squad. Showed some real courage coming over to play in North America, and he obviously went high, and worked out for him. I think, like I said, needs another year in Oshawa, time in the A. In 2-3 years, we could definitely see him playing with the Sedins or Ryan Kessler, one of the high end guys, and really fit in. I mean, they let Kessler take his time and develop. They let some other guys take time and develop, and I look at guys like him, Jordan Schrader, a couple other guys. They'll be good for years to come. Their young prospects have to. I think they could afford to add some more prospects to the cupboard board, so to speak, the cupboard. If they're going to move a roster player to get that, I think if they move Schneider this offseason, which I think they'll get a King's ransom, in return. Tampa Bay's got 6 picks in the top 60. That'll infuse some youth, in the future going forward. So, something to think about for the Canucks. So, that's all I got for this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profile on Nicklas Jensen of the Oshawa Generals and first round pick of the Vancouver Canucks. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.